Welcome back, everybody, back to VSN Sports Network Arcade Podcast, sponsored by VSNSportsNetwork.com. Go ahead and sign up for the forums today. Very special segment with our friend Mr. Leftwich. He recently got a copy of WWE Wrestling's WWE 13. I want to ask you, why do you dig WWE wrestling games?
Actually, this is the first one I bought since, I want to say the PlayStation 2 days when it was, I think Brock Lesnar was on the cover. I don't remember which game it was, but I rented WWE. What?
SmackDown.
Yeah, but it had I think it was Here Comes the Pain, but I'm not sure.
It was Here Comes the Pain?
Yeah.
Thanks, Med. But I rented WWE 12 last year and played it, and I really liked the way they were going. So when I heard that they were gonna do the Attitude Era in WWE 13, I had to get it. Like, if anyone here knows anything about wrestling, it's that the Attitude Era was probably one of the best eras in wrestling ever. Like Stone Cold, The Rock, Mankind, Undertaker, Kane, a whole bunch of classic wrestlers that you think of wrestling nowadays came from that era. And it was like the WCW Monday Night Wars. That's the whole thing, and it's just like the era of wrestling.
So what do you dig about wrestling in general enough to want to buy one of these games, aside from the Attitude Era?
I'm not a big wrestling fan. I used to be when I was younger, but ever since Warner and FedEx came onto VSN, they got my interest up in wrestling a little bit more. Like, I don't particularly like WWE's product. I'm talking about their television product, but not their game. But it's still a fun game to play. I really, really like wrestling games, mostly for the creation modes. That's my big selling point for the wrestling game.
So basically, like, you dig, like, going in, making your own dude, and then bringing him into some place like the WWE and getting all the belts and stuff?
Yeah, that's a big thing with gaming in general for me. I like to have the ability to make the game really part of me, like me in the game and things like that. And in WWE 13, the creation modes are just like, there's a ton of them. There's moves, there's entrance. Entrance is new. There's belts. I think belts is new too. What else they got? I can't remember they got a lot of stuff.
I know that they had the belt creation, I think, since PlayStation 2. They tried bringing it back to one of the previous games before they just stopped doing Raw vs. SmackDown or just the SmackDown games before that. It was, I want to say right before the WWE 12, I think it was like Raw vs. SmackDown 2007, 2008. They had the belt creation thing where you can go online, you can fight other people online for your particular created belt. You can do like your own eFed things, stuff like that if our listeners are into those sort of things. It's nice that they brought that stuff back, and I know that later on they're going to have DLC where you could buy like all the old belts, like the old ECW World Heavyweight Championship belts. They got like the NWA World Heavyweight Championship belts. I think they have the old Cruiserweight belt too. So it's neat that they are going to allow you to do that, even though you're going to pay like $1 for it, but, you know, whatever. If you're into this type of stuff like Leftwich is, you're going to spend the money anyways.
Well, you can get the fan access thing. I think it's like $20, and you get every DLC they ever bring out. I haven't bought it yet.
It's $10 now on PSN. I'm sorry,
but I have an Xbox. My PS3's broke.
Ooh.
Otherwise, I would have got it because everyone on the site has it for the PS3. So now I feel like the one kid that sits at the lunch table by himself. Steven Glansberg, if anyone's seen Superbad.
What are your basic impressions of playing in the game?
It's hard to explain to like a non-wrestling fan because they have no way of comparing it to anything. But it can be deep and it can be as shallow as you want it. Like, there's move sets for like when the other player's groggy. There's a bunch of match types and everything. So you'll never get bored at doing the same thing over and over again. And they have the Attitude mode where you go and play through the whole Attitude Era from the beginning to pretty much the end of it, which I think it has like 12 scenes per like a storyline. Like right now I've only played through one, and it's the DX storyline, and there were 12 scenes of it, and you unlock all sorts of things, so you get a real sense of accomplishment as you finish these goals that they give you. Like, hit somebody over the head with a chair during the match. You have to win by submission or pinfall. If you don't have to follow those guidelines, but if you do, you get bonuses like extra tires, new arenas, and stuff like that. They also have the Universe mode where you kind of create your own thing. You can book your own matches and everything like that. That adds a real level of depth to the game because you could run I guess like you alluded to before, the e-feds and everything like that. And then the online, I've only dabbled a little bit in the online. I played a singles match and played I played a tag match. I lost both of them. Because some of those people online are ridiculously good at this game, and I can't really compete with them. But I still have fun. I've never sat there and got really frustrated with the game. The only thing I'm not too big about is the AI when you're playing on normal and you move it up to hard. It's a lot. The jump is huge.
So with the WWE Universe mode, for casual fans, because I heard that Heyman wrote a lot of those storylines for that. Have you played a little bit more of the WWE Universe type thing?
I actually haven't played WWE Universe yet. I got really into the whole Attitude Era thing, and then I wanted to cover a whole bunch of things, and I just didn't have time to play any Universe mode because creating a character and everything takes a really long time. Or I'm dead serious, it's so in depth it takes forever.
To wrap it all up, do you think it's an immediate buy for wrestling fans or gamers in general, or do you think that people would pretty much have to wait till the price goes down?
I could do this for two different sets of people. If you're a big fan of wrestling, especially a fan that was a fan during the Attitude Era, I would definitely buy this right now because it's a lot of fun, brings back a lot of memories, and the nostalgia alone, it was well worth $60. But if you're not a wrestling fan or you're a casual wrestling fan, I would wait till the price drops a little bit because it's not much different than WWE 12 last year. So if you want to wait, just wait.
All right. Well, you heard it here first through Leftwich. If you dug the Attitude Era, or if you're a big wrestling fan, like I know a couple of people are on VSN, and pretty much any of our listeners out there, they're huge nerds about wrestling, go ahead and pick up the game. If you're a casual fan, maybe wait.